What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is currently Monday and we didn't go to work today because, guys, I have some really exciting information to share with you guys. I have currently left my old job Monday through Friday. My 9 to 5 I've left. So nothing against the place I was working at. I just basically, I'm gonna try and do this stuff full time, like working on stuff on the side, and the work's already starting to show up. I kind of made some Facebook posts, local Facebook posts, showing that that I'm basically, gonna try it full time. Guys, I've been doing this, I would definitely say successfully, for the past 2 years on the side, but it has been, like I said, just on the side. So my time is limited. I can't take a ton of big jobs at once, because if I have 4 trucks sitting here that need major repair, it'll take me 2 months to get them done. Just because I have one lift. I mean, I have to work, 40 hours a week. Someone's here. Oh, it's the mail lady. I have to work 40 hours a week at a regular job. So to be able to do this kind of repair, guys, I mean, it takes time. And, unless I'm gonna spend every breathing second that I have not in my regular job, then I just can't, I'm kind of limited. I can't grow. I can't get a bunch of work at once and keep dumping money into it. So I decided it's summertime. I'm gonna give it a go, guys. If it doesn't work, I can always go get another job. It's not really the end of the world. Anyways, with that out of the way, so I'm gonna do more YouTube videos and try to work full-time out of the shop. And I'm also gonna be starting another little small business very soon, but I might share details with you guys on that, I don't know. But basically, we have the head tore off that. This truck is in for a head gasket. It's actually from Illinois, and have everything tore apart over here, ejectors and everything. Not going crazy with this thing, guys. We're not gonna stud it. We just got some new factory head bolts. I got as you can see, the head is all torn off of it, and I'm about to run it up to the machine shop right now. And then I gotta drop a core turbo off at UPS. Here's the head. We're gonna go get this guy checked out. Not getting it O-ringed or anything crazy like that. Just getting it looked at. So, yeah, we also have a 6.5 in the shop that I tore the head off of yesterday over here. This is my buddy Eli's, and we are going to be doing some work on it. We have the passenger side head off. We're going to tear the driver's side head off. This thing had a really bad knock, but everything on the passenger side looked good, so we're going to tear the driver's side off, see what it looks like. All the lifters look good. So yeah, basically, worst case scenario, we have a motor located. We can stab a motor in the thing, but we're going to try and save that one just to save him some money. So without further ado, guys, I'm gonna jump in the car, or in the Blazer, head up to Nice, get this head dropped off, and go to UPS. It's probably gonna be close to 4:35. I don't know how much more I'll do today. I may, at the minimum, get this truck pulled out and get the 6.5 pulled back in so I can start working on it. And then we'll just be waiting on the head for this one. I have a website if you guys want to support the channel and now kind of just support me to be able to even survive. I have a website down below, dirtydiamonddiesel.com. So stickers, key tags, and hoodies, shirts, and air dog lift pumps as well. So if you guys want to support the channel and support, like I said, just basically allow me to survive, website's below. Appreciate you guys. And yeah, so without further ado, I'm gonna jump up to the machine shop. I'll catch up with you guys here in a little bit. Just got back to the house from the machine shop. We're gonna pull this other head off, driver's side head on the 6.5. Got this thing pulled back in. So we'll pull the injection lines, pull some stuff off the front here, and we've got to lift it up in the air to undo the exhaust, which is probably going to break the bolts off in the manifold. Just how crusty they are, but so we'll have to extract those. If the motor is savable, guys, we may be putting a whole different engine in this thing, but to start with, we're going to see if this one is savable. The goal is going to be to find a bent valve and basically just be able to just put, as long as the piston looks good and the cylinder's not torn up, just a head on this thing. But we may, like I say, have to put a whole engine in it. So I'm going to get this head tore off. Let's see what we find. All right, guys, wrapping up the end of the day here. The shop. I got the other head torn off the 6.5, and unfortunately we didn't really find anything wrong. Everything looks normal, so I've never heard this thing run. I don't know what the customer is saying is wrong with it, and he said it had a high-pitched knock. So everything looks pretty decent. It doesn't look like there's any valve damage or anything, so that's not really what we wanted to find. We really wanted to find like a bent valve. Welcome back. Day 2. Anyways, on the 6.5, guys, he's still trying to decide what he wants to do. He doesn't really know if it's worth fixing, just because of this trucks don't really hold a lot of value. So he's trying to weigh his options on if he's gonna get it fixed. So we'll hold off on that. We're waiting on the 6.7 head, obviously waiting on it to get done, put it back together. And today I'm heading over to a buddy's, and me and Derek are gonna pull a skid steer out, engine out of a skid steer for him. So this is a big skid steer and the parts are kind of hard to get for it. Last time it took him like a year, I guess, to get parts for it. So I don't know, don't hold me accountable on saying that, but something, it basically, once you tear this thing down, it's staying where it's at because it's so big and heavy. So he was like, you guys can tear it down in my house if you don't want to sit in your shop. I don't have enough room for it here. So I loaded up some tools in the back, and we're gonna go meet up with Derek over here and pull the engine out of the skid steer, taking the old work blazer. Come on, come on. The truck is filthy, needs a good wash, but she's just gonna hang out at the house today, and we're gonna go see what we can get knocked out. All right, guys, we are rolling up here to this little shop, and we're gonna pull the motor out of this freaking skid steer today. Gonna be a good day, good rainy day. All right, guys, well, as you can see, the skid steer has a massive fuel leak, which we're gonna address here in a minute, but our main goal is to try and get on the bottom side of this pump in here. You can see that pump way up in there. There is a leak and there's a plug on the bottom of it. And the only way we think we can get to it, we thought we were gonna have to pull the motor out, but we think we can get to it without pulling the motor out. We're gonna pull those big 4 main hoses off right there, maybe just one of them, and then see if we can get that plug out. It's gonna be pretty easy, isn't it, Derek?
It's gonna be a nightmare.
It's gonna be a nightmare for sure. And also this fuel line right in the center of the camera there, down by the oil pan, guys, there's a crack in it, so we gotta fix that too. It's filling the belly of this thing up with fuel and hydraulic fluid, so see what we can get figured out on it. I don't know, you might look, it might be in there. All right, guys, we got this little plug out the bottom of the pump. We're able to remove the 4 hoses there, or 3 of them actually is all we had to remove. They're in the front. You can see we removed those 3 hoses, and Derek was able to get his hands up in there, and we were able to get this plug out, and that's what's leaking. It's just seeping fluid. He said over the course of a day it would probably leak about a gallon. But let me get here in the light so you guys can see this. Look how tore up the O-ring is. So, get that O-ring placed, see if we can find one that fits it. Alright, guys, we got a new O-ring installed on this guy, so we're going to try and fish this guy back up in where it needs to go. Get it reinstalled, and hopefully it doesn't cut it this time. Got some new fuel line, 3/16. We got like 10 foot of this stuff here, so we're gonna run a new fuel line on it. So hopefully we can get our 2 leaks fixed with this thing and get this thing back in service so it can go make some money, because it's not making any money just sitting here. All right, guys, after some struggling, we were able to get the little, I don't even know what that thing is, like a relief valve, stuck back in the pump finally. So Derek was able to get it started, I should say. I couldn't get it. We sat there, we have like carpal tunnel now from trying to get it started. It's really hard. But we're about to go scan the 6.0 at my house. It has a no start issue, and I was actually sponsored this little Top Don scanner, so they wanted me to do a little review on it. We're gonna see if we can figure out if this thing's making oil pressure with the little Top Don scanner. So head back to the house, get this thing scanned real quick. All right, guys, we're able to use the scanner to find out that we have a, looks like a bad camshaft sensor, huh?
Yeah, it's got a bad cam sensor, I'm pretty sure. But we were actually able to confirm with this top-down scanner that we can read the injection control pressure, and it actually making over 400 pounds of pressure. So we know that's not a problem.
It doesn't have a high pressure leak.
No, it does not have a high pressure leak. The injection control pressure, we'll go here, click OK. Making good oil pressure.
Oh yeah, over 1200.
Yep.
You said it just needs like 400 to start?
400 or 500, I forget the exact numbers, but yeah.
So Top Don came in clutch, and we're able to find out it just needs a camshaft sensor.
Yep.
All right, guys, got the skid steer, we think, fixed, but time will tell. We need to pressure wash it. See, it was such a small leak. He just didn't like it leaking on the job sites, but I think we got it fixed up. Now we're gonna run to the house, and I'm gonna hop in with Derek. We're gonna go to O'Reilly's, get a crank or a camshaft sensor for the 6-liter, and see if I can get it fixed up today too. That'd be 2 in a day if we could get that done. That would be absolutely awesome. And yeah, we're still trying to see what we're gonna do with the 6.5. He's just trying to weigh out the options of how much money he wants to put into it. These trucks are relatively inexpensive, so still trying to figure it out on that. yeah, so head over to the house, go get a crank or cam sensor, see if that fixes that 6 liter, and we'll probably be done for the day after that. All right guys, we got the 6.0 nosed here in the garage, and I got a camshaft position sensor picked up, so we're gonna try and switch this out real quick, see if this thing will fire. I never changed one, but Derek says he's changed them before, and they're on the driver's side of the engine. I don't even know where it's at.
Where's your creeper?
You have to do it from the bottom.
Yeah, where's the creeper?
Creeper's over here. Get the creeper, guys, see if we can switch this thing out. All right guys, new cam sensor installed. Here's the old one. This one is quite a booger to get changed. We had to fight it for a while, but we did get it swapped out. So it goes basically up into the engine like that, like above the oil pan, but it's a pain to get to it. I had to pull the intake and stuff, and we were able to get that switched out. So clearing the codes right now, but the truck did start, so it had a no start issue. Now it's running again. All right guys, excuse the wind, but we did get the 6.0 all wrapped up. The old Top Don did really good for us. I'm gonna leave a link in the description for these guys if you want to pick one up. They can pick up a Top Don scanner. So there you guys go. Top Don, shout out. But this thing does appear to be good to go. Shut it off here again. Give it another start up. I think it would not start at all. I've been letting it run to charge the batteries up. Oh yeah. So we will keep this truck overnight. I want to make sure that it does start in the morning, and we will send this back to the customer. It is a very nice, cool truck. Harley Davidson Edition 6.0. Pretty much rust free. I don't think there's any rust on it. Really nice truck. So I know the wind is crazy right now, guys, so I'm gonna jump back inside. So without further ado, guys, that is gonna wrap up the end of this video. We're still waiting to hear what we're gonna do on the 6.5 liter Chevrolet, but the 6.0 we got fixed today. The skid steer, I don't know if I told you guys, but we did get it. We think it's fixed. The plan is to go back tomorrow, pressure wash the belly of that thing, and just kind of let it sit outside and run, top it off with fluids, verify that we don't have any more leaks. So without further ado, guys, that's gonna wrap up this video. Please pick up a sticker or key tag off the website, leave the link in the description. We also have a few, very, very limited amount of hoodies left, and I need to actually go through and update the inventory. So we have very limited amount of hoodies left. Some shirts on there as well, stickers, key tags, and Air Dog lift pumps. Support the channel, guys. Support what we do, dirtydiamonddiesel.com. Link is in the description below. But for now, see you guys in the next one.